morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, May 5th, 2022, and it is a day 2. Before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. And the Mindful Minute always starts with noticing your surrounding. What is around you? What is here? Now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Here. Now. Let's use our eyes. Scan your environment, notice something that catches your attention, and simply study it. Sometimes you can look for something that is super boring. And then as you study it, look at it, and find things that are interesting about it. Notice any shapes, notice designs, notice the colors, the size, how far away it is, what it's used for, is it being used in the way it should be used? All of those things you can notice with your eyes. And then next, let's go ahead and use our nose and breathe in and out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? Right? And what does it remind you? You know, does it bring up memories? Does it bring up something that makes you happy? Or maybe it's something that brings up a memory that's unpleasant. That's okay too. And with unpleasant things, it's, you know, we want to try to ignore them so often. What you want to do, rather, and I invite you to do, is actually bring it in and actually notice it. Notice those unpleasant feelings or memories and try to make sense of them. I know it can be scary. So do it when you're ready. Then with your ears, just pause and listen. What do you notice with your sense of hearing, and what sounds are there out there that are going on? They've been going on. You didn't notice it, but now you're noticing. And finally, with your skin, what do you feel with your sense of touch? Temperature, texture of the clothing, the humidity of the air, all of that. All right, now we're going to move into the breathing technique. And today with our breathing technique, I want to invite you to use any breathing exercise that we've taught you or that you're developing yourself. Some of you guys are telling me about new breathing techniques that you want to share. Hopefully we could get you on video, but really we've got a long list of kids and we're trying to get them all in, okay? So I'm going to continue using Nora's clam breathing, but you can use whatever works best for you. Most importantly, okay, these breathing techniques are great, but what they're meant to do is allow you to really notice your breath. I mean, again, what would your life be without breathing? You know, and yet we do it so naturally. We don't even think about breathing. It just happens naturally. But each breath sustains life. It's an opportunity to be grateful, okay? So go ahead and take that first breath in and out. Allow your shoulders to relax. Notice it relaxing. Notice your body settling in. Go ahead and breathe in again. This time, really pay attention to the flow of that in breath, right? And as you're breathing in, and as you breathe out, notice that out breath and the warmth of that air flowing in through your body and then out. Breathe in again. Make sure your mind is thinking about this moment. Breathe out. And as you breathe in again, put a spotlight on a part of your body that you hadn't thought about often. Notice how it feels. Identify where in your body is located. Just allow yourself to study the sensations that you might have at that part of your body. Breathe in. Sometimes you might feel achy and it's unpleasant. Breathe out. Maybe you feel refreshed there and it feels pleasant. Once again, with those unpleasant feelings, don't push them away. Let them in. Notice them. Breathe in. And breathe out. But also, notice what feelings you brought to school. That's really important. Breathe in. Maybe you feel happy. Maybe you're excited to come to school and see your friends. Notice what excitement feels like, what sensations there are. Breathe out. Maybe you're frustrated. Maybe you're upset. Maybe you're sad. Yesterday at the end of the day, I was speaking to a student who felt sad. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice what that sadness feels like. What sensations does it create in your body? What is it trying to tell you? Breathe in. You see, so often we want to ignore unpleasant feelings. Breathe out. Sometimes those unpleasant feelings will only push back harder if you try to ignore them. So if you let them in and accept it, breathe in, they'll feel ready to move on when you are. Breathe out. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. It's nice to know that not only am I noticing the blessings, the good things that are around us, the interesting things, but so many of you guys are too. It's nice to be able to share the blessings of this moment with others like you who are participating. Some of you guys pulled me aside at lunch the last few days and said, hey, I participate. I do the breathing technique with you on video, and that makes me feel good. Not just because it makes me feel good that you're watching the video, but it also makes me feel good that you're enjoying the things that I am enjoying. I want to share that, and I know that you want to share that with me. Hey, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as others. Yesterday and the day before at lunch, I had to talk to a couple boys and girls about the control we have over our mouths in choosing to use words that aren't hurtful. In fact, using words that are encouraging. Sometimes we've got friends that will say things that might even make us feel sad to the point we want to cry. And oftentimes, all I want to invite you to do is, rather than using words that create those reactions, why can't we use words that create reactions like a smile or feelings of goodness? Not only are you then a hero to somebody else's life by respecting them that way, but I guarantee you it'll feel good too. If you've ever made somebody smile, you know what I'm talking about. It makes you feel good. So today, make sure to practice that respect, giving people their attention, but also when it's your turn to express yourself, doing it in a respectful way so that you may be able to create smiles. Not just one smile here at the school, but 300 smiles. How amazing would the school be? Also, show that you're responsible, keeping your promises, getting your work done, and also making sure that you control yourself with self-control, your hands and your feet and the words, once again, coming out of your mouth. And, Miss Brocious, I heard her talking to a student yesterday about positive self-talk. In other words, sometimes we can feel like we're upset at ourselves. Maybe when we fail or we don't do a good job, when we don't think we have friends or people don't appreciate us, we can start telling ourselves that we're not good enough. I'm going to tell you a fact. You are good enough. And what I invite you to do is, with your brain, tell yourself you are good enough. Tell yourself that you like yourself just the way you are. Okay? And that goes back down to being ready to learn. Right? If you fail, don't tell yourself you're not good enough. Tell yourself you are good enough. Tell yourself that you just didn't do well yet. Get yourself to that yet point, which also invites you to try again. Keep on swimming. Show that perseverance. Also show that patience, right? That success isn't going to come overnight a lot of times. Sometimes you've got to work hard. And even if you work hard, it's going to take time and time and time, repeating yourself, trying to get better. And only after it might seem like eternity will you finally get to that point where you get to victory. And how good does that feel? Now, today, I want you to hear this. I love you, boys and girls, just the way you are. There's a second grade student that I was talking to yesterday who didn't feel like he was worth it. And this is to him, but also to every one of you guys. You are worth it. You are a kid that is so special to our school that if we didn't have you, our school would be fundamentally different. That's how important you are. So today, this is a change in my challenge. I want all of you guys to hear this. You've already heard me say that I like you just the way you are. Today, I want you to tell yourself in a whisper or even without saying it out loud, but you're saying it in your brain. I want you to tell yourself that no matter whether you're successful or if you fail at whatever it is you're working on, you actually are good enough. I want you to tell yourself that you like yourself just the way you are. Today, yes, if you want to come tell me that you like me just the way I am, or you want to go tell your teacher because it's Teacher Appreciation Week and you want to tell them every single day that you like them just the way they are, yeah, go ahead and do that. But my special challenge to all of you is this. Tell yourself that you like yourself just the way you are. All right, man. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have a great day.